Legendary WHBF sports anchor Don Sharp receiving another honor yesterday as he was inducted into the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences Silver Circle. An accomplished career spanning 4 decades puts him in an elite group of broadcasters, and he gave his acceptance speech last night at the Mid-America Emmy ceremony, but not before a video outlining his career's work.
Starting that day back in 1962, Don would be a fixture on the WHBF television anchor desk for the next 38 years. He would also continue to do radio play-by-play for 28 years until 1990.
Good evening.
When he was asked to move from sports to news anchor. While he missed sports, he brought maturity and credibility to his role as a news anchor. In 1995, he returned to sports, where he remained until his retirement 5 years later. Fittingly, Don Sharp was inducted into the Quad Cities Sports Hall of Fame in 2014. Don Sharp had a long and distinguished career, characterized by an easy style and the commitment to professionalism that made him a role model for all whose lives and careers he would touch. Over the years, he mentored and nurtured countless young broadcasters, many who have gone on to great success in the business.
Don is a professional through and through. He's authoritative, never rattled, always did his homework. Many years ago, I had the chance to keep stats for him in the broadcast booth. And I greatly admired his style then, and to this day, I believe he's one of the best play-by-play voices anywhere. He's a natural, a great colleague, a mentor, and a real model for how to do it right. Congrats, Don.
Now retired professionally, Don Sharp remains active on the local sports scene. He still plays golf as often as he can, is a fixture at Rock Island High School basketball games, and loves spending time with his wife Dorothy, their 4 children, 12 grandchildren, and 7.5 great-grandchildren. Don Sharp is a true pioneer who, through his career, consistently demonstrated what it means to be a broadcast professional. And more than that, a true gentleman.
Well, I guess this is really it. As you probably know by now, it's my last show here on Channel 4. Wow, did 38 years go by quickly? It's been a lot of fun, and I certainly appreciate the time you gave me to come into your living room and talk sports or news or whatever. And I really appreciate all the people I've worked with, all the coaches, all the players, everybody that's helped out. And especially, there's been a lot of changes in equipment, things like that, but the great thing around here has been my colleagues, the people I've been with, not only in the past, but currently. That's what made it a lot of fun. And thanks to you, the viewers, for, as I say, having me in your home, and hopefully I gave you a little entertainment over these 38 years. I'm looking forward to a lot of golf and a good retirement, so I'll just say bye for now.
Well, you're taking a big chance putting an old guy like me at the end. I was half asleep there for a little while. It's been a really good show, though, I mean to say. Did I miss anything? Okay, good. Whew. I didn't know you were supposed to write out a long speech or something. It seemed like you people remember a lot of people you work with. I forget most of them. I remember Paul and Wendy, they were here when there were some others, I think, that we had that were pretty good, pretty good. I don't want to talk too much about the TV stuff I did because I want to tell you how you get into the business, and I don't think anybody could do it the way I did nowadays. Everybody's talking about going to college. I went to college, but then I went to a trade school in Chicago. They got me a job, sent out some tapes. Stephenville, Texas. Maybe you never heard of it? I hadn't. But I started on radio in Stephenville, Texas. It's 90 miles from Dallas, 60 miles from Fort Worth. You just keep driving, and there you hit Stephenville. I was pretty excited until we got to where there's a sign on a pasture fence that says KSDN Radio. Kind of looked around. Well, there was a building in there. Yep, that was it. We were in the middle of a pasture. That's where I started my career. It was kind of neat because, you're talking on the radio and you talk to the cows that came to the window and the pigs over here. And It was really exciting down there in Stephenville, Texas. Went to Freeport, Illinois right after that, and they had me do things like go to Elizabeth, Illinois, and I don't know why that rings a bell, but to do a talent show for grade school kids, which is okay. I mean, you have some singers and people play a cornet or something, but you also have like baton twirlers. Now, I was doing this to play back on tape the next day. Do you ever think of how you describe a baton twirler? I mean, well, they threw it in the air. Yeah, they got that one. And, oh, she went behind her back. And I thought, is anybody going to really listen to this? And what the hell am I doing here? Anyway. I also went, while I was in Freeport, they had me go to a county fair, and they have harness races, and still do. These were pretty big at the time, and I was going to broadcast one live. This is on during the day because it was a daytime station. So I got all set up by the starting gate and started describing a race, and so-and-so's in front, and there's a slippery Dutch behind, and as they went into the first turn, and I get on the other side, and all of a sudden, not being very oblivious or obvious, I thought, oh my gosh, I looked into the middle and there's this huge thing, scoreboard thing and all that in the middle. I can't see the horses at all because I'm down on the ground. I'm gonna have to make up what's happening as they go around there. So I did, and I thought, what happens when they come out of the turn now? Well, what happened was one horse made a tremendous move before anybody could see him in the backstretch, because when they came out, he was about 20 lengths ahead, and I hadn't even mentioned his name. But what a move that guy made, you know. So this was a lot of fun doing this radio stuff, I'll tell you.